Hey, this is Al McGee with your entertainment ticket at www.yeticket.com. I'm here with my good buddy Steve Liverwitz. He writes for theexaminer.com. How you doing, Steve?
Good today. How about you, Al?
Oh, I don't know, man. I saw a movie last night. I wanted to be, knocked off my feet, but it only knocked me in my socks. Well, I'm talking about The Conjuring 2. What do you think?
Well, I'm with you on that. I'm The Conjuring, the original one, a couple years ago. Such a great horror movie. It actually made my top 10 movie list that year.
What?
Yeah, I thought it was really, if someone was a big fan of horror who gets disappointed time and time again, The Conjuring was a really refreshing horror movie to see back in 2014, I believe.
You know that movie made $300 million. That's why we got a sequel.
I wasn't aware of that, but it was
Yeah.
But you know what? I thought that movie was good enough that I'm happy it made that much.
Well, again, you got Vera Farmiga in it, Patrick Wilson, Madison, Wolfe, and Francis O'Connor. But here the twist in this one, they went to Enfield, England to get rid of a spirit, a ghost. But I really don't know what that was.
It's another haunting. These are all based on true stories from Lorraine and Ed Warren, who are real paranormal investigators who really apparently did these exorcisms in their life. Basically, if you ask them, the spirit world with both angels and demons really do exist in our world, Al.
Well, that's what they want to believe, but I never seen one. I think I was married to a couple of them, though, but that's about it,
We got a horror movie making right there.
You're absolutely right. Well, anyway, and then, like I said, they went there to this young lady, little girl. Somehow she was selected by the demon to do supernatural things. And unfortunately, they didn't believe her. Newspapers and television, they tried to believe her, but they didn't believe her. They thought she was a fraud because, a lot of this stuff. And then the church got involved, too. I didn't understand that part. Why they need the Catholic Church to solidify the validity of angels and demons? I didn't get that part.
Well, I think that was the church sort of brought in the Warrens for to help investigate, because if the Warrens say, yeah, there's a demon here, then the church can get involved to help exorcise the demon. I believe it's the point of that part of the movie. But James Wan returned to direct. He directed the first one. I thought he did.
Oh, he did? I forgot about that.
Yes, he did. James Wan is a great horror director. He's really in tune. He's one of the better horror directors of the 21st century. And if you come to this movie, you want to get scared, this movie will scare you. Well,
yeah, it will scare you. But the problem I had with it didn't go far enough to scare me. I kept anticipating to be afraid, to find something different to scare me, but I really couldn't find it. But it did have me sitting on the edge of my seat, waiting for something great to happen.
There's a lot of anticipation, a lot of build-up, a lot of tension filled in this movie.
It was a lot of that.
Yes, and a lot of suspense. There are some really freaky, creepy scenes in this movie that should help freak it out. Music score is really great.
Yeah, the music was good.
Yeah, music. Yeah,
and the sound quality too.
Yeah, so that's very important. People forget about how going all the way back to the original Halloween, how music in a horror movie is key.
Yeah,
the music in this movie is really worth it. I thought one thing that was interesting is the Conjuring was PG-13. The Conjuring 2 is rated R.
Yeah, rated R. I don't know why.
It's actually, and that's never happened before, where you have an original movie PG-13, the second one BR.
There wasn't a lot of blood and things like that, did it? I mean, I don't want to give a lot away.
I would imagine, not to give away too much blood. This is not a blood gore kind of movie. I think they felt, maybe the ratings board felt, this is so intense, we got to make it R, not PG-13. But I think it probably still could have been. I don't know what was in it that really made it R. This one probably still could have been PG-13 and got to deliver the same scares.
Well, one thing I liked about The Conjuring 2 is that it is what it is. It's a horror flick. If you want to go to the movies that you stated earlier, you want to be afraid, scared, or something like that, this is the movie for you. But it wasn't a movie for me on a large scale. So I'm only going to give this only 2.5 palm trees out of 4 for me. That means it's better than average, but it still wasn't that great.
Well, as far as horror movies are usually you have a cookie cutter type of characters. Here you have really good actors. All the acting was really good, especially the young girl.
Oh my goodness, she was good.
She was really good. The writing's really good. I mean, every scene has a purpose. To further develop the story. Stuff you usually don't get in horror films too often these days. I'm actually with you though. 2.5 palm trees, because I feel it wasn't as good as the original. It wasn't as scary as the original. But at least it still delivered what it's supposed to deliver.
Exactly.
It wasn't like waiting around for something to happen, nothing happens. So it's it's still a solid horror movie, and there's really nothing out there right now for horror fans. So you got your good first horror movie this summer, Conjuring 2, and I think it's worth seeing if you're a horror fan.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm Al McGee with Your Entertainment Ticket, and this is Steve Leibowitz.
Examiner.com.
At Examiner.com. Hey, thank you for watching Your Entertainment Ticket at www.yeticket.com. Hey, I really appreciate it.
This is your entertainment ticket. Latest and greatest.